for the time, still a man get lift.
Okay. So, it's time for our guest. We have in the building my good friend Anniwaa Buachie. Just gonna tell you a bit about our guest today. She is a true Renaissance woman. Got a little intro for you. She is a Ghanaian British actor and performer. She is a true creator. She's very talented. She has worked for the BBC. She has acted for Stars, Sony, Google, and Kudos TV and Film. She has worked with renowned actors such as Tachina Arnold from Martin and Tayona Paris from the film Dear White People. And her work expands across acting, dancing, writing, and filmmaking. And for the last 7 years, she has been based in Los Angeles and New York City. And she has finally come back to her hometown of London. And she's here at Modes to speak to us. Welcome, Anniwaa.
Hey, how you doing?
So, how's it feel to be back?
Feels good. I know the circumstances are not exactly great, but it does feel good to be in old Blighty again.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wanted to talk to you about your journey. Obviously, you're an actor, performer, but the current climate, there's a lot of crossovers at the moment. But first and foremost, I wanted to find out how your journey into acting begun.
How did my journey into acting begin? Well, I know it sounds a bit bait, but a part of me just, I liked different looking into different people's lives. I love stories. The youngest child out of 4, so I was always talking or doing some stupidness somewhere in my house. As my siblings, I'm pretty sure would
the youngest, isn't it?
Yeah, would attest to that. But I was just always making songs up, making plays. I had an imaginary friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did. His name was Henry.
Oh yeah.
His name was Henry. I think it was Ginger. So I think that started my love for appreciation for ginger men. Shout out ginger men, okay? Anyway, so yeah, I kind of was just a very busy child. And back in the day, in school times, they used to have artists come into schools and do stuff like, I don't know, dance classes, drama classes, all that kind of stuff. And an artist came in who was a dancer, and she spotted me and said that I was great at dancing. So then I enrolled into the Royal Academy of Dance. Did that for 18 years, but I love dancing, but you can't talk. I'm a chatterbox, and I like to, tell different stories and stuff. So when I went to college, which is obviously where I met you, went into performing arts, and then decided to take it further and go to East 15 Acting School, Drama School. Did that for 3 years, came out, did the whole theatre circuit, TV, some film, some radio in the UK, and then I decided that, the UK was a bit elitist at the time that I was there, that I was here, so I wanted a new challenge, and I wanted to access more roles and more challenging roles for a black actress like myself. So I went to the States.
So when you you started off in Tinseltown in LA.
Yeah.
And then you've also spent time in New York.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. How was that?
LA is a crazy city. I'll never forget my time in LA. It was very special. It was also very hard. But I met wonderful, creative people. And it was very interesting because it's beautiful to be in a city where everyone is a part of the business. So you have people that have respect and appreciation for you as an actor, rather than, someone being like, oh, why don't you get a proper job? You have people that are like, wow, that's amazing. But to a certain extent, LA lacks a particular type of culture. I mean, it's a sprawling city. So there's like many different little cities or many different suburbs, if you want to call it that. And so at times it can feel like you're just wandering in a desert. It's literally a desert. So that can sometimes affect your creativity because there isn't a community around you.
Yeah.
Even though there's lots of people that are creative, it is a business city for creativity, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So when I went to New York, which was amazing because New York is very similar to London.
It is, isn't it?
It's vibrant. There's so many different types of characters in New York. There's a lot of African immigrants, a lot of Caribbean immigrants, and I realized I was missing that when I was in LA, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so it felt like I was at home in New York. And that fed into my creativity. And I just met so many different types of people, met a lot of comedians, artists, and it kind of like started me to, you know, think about diversifying my my art and exploring different avenues.
So how do you think, obviously people are sort of trying out new things because of the current climate, like, so has that changed in the States as well? People like trying different things and different platforms?
I think you have to.
Yeah.
There's no way in this day and age with the internet and with the way people are viewing art at the moment, like streaming stuff on TV, listening to stuff on the internet, like, you know, here at Mode London, you have to diversify yourself as an artist. So, you know, I know a DJ, for example, gonna give a little shout out to Verb is the homie in Los Angeles. He is a DJ, he's an MC, but he also paints as well. So he's pushing out his paint work. And, you know, you've got actresses and actors that are out there that are kind of like now creating their own work, like I am, like writing, developing shows and stuff and pitching it out there to people. You have to do that. You have to create your own platform.
Yeah.
And people are more open to it now because of the pandemic, because people are going through things
true,
very quickly.
isn't it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everyone's like, we need more content, we need more content.
Exactly.
So now's the time as an artist to keep pushing yourself out.
And what about here in the UK? Obviously, we've got some sort of crossover stars like Ashley Walters, and you know, sort of Top Boy. I think is a sort of standout one for sort of rappers and musicians who've gone into acting and really succeeded at it. Is there any? Have you got any favourite sort of stars over here? Or?
Yes. So speaking of Top Boy, I think it's wonderful the way we have so many rappers and artists that are now in TV because they're bringing a new audience. I think it's beautiful the way music and drama are mashing together because you're having, you know, you've got people like Ashley Waters, you've got Bashi, you've got Little Sims, you've got Dave that are bringing their audiences to Top Boy and kind of like, you know, showing a different side of London, but also combining their music to enhance the image of London as well.
Yeah.
I think soundtracks are very important when it comes to drama because it can kind of give you an insight into a character's life without having to over-egg it and write out what the character's feeling.
It sets the scene as well,
It sets the scene,
Yeah.
And then you've got artists like, for example, FK Twigs. She was in Honey Boy. You know, Florence and the Machine. I think Florence was in something as well.
Yeah.
So that's the way to go. And I know there might be musicians out there that can correct me if I'm wrong, but right now in the pandemic, most musicians make a lot of money from touring. And of course, there's no touring at the moment. So they need to find a way to make an income, which is why you're going to get more musicians going into TV. So you've got Janelle Monáe that was in a TV show. I think it's Antebellum, I can't remember, but you're getting more people. You've got Common that's now acting. You've got Lenny Kravitz that's now acting. So, you know, Mariah Carey. So that's the way forward, I think, for musicians.
Do you think they had to work quite hard at that? They seem to be quite good, a lot of these. Like they've transitioned quite well.
They transitioned quite well, but you know, as an actor, obviously, you know, I trained, I worked hard.
You have a discerning eye.
To a certain extent, simply because it's all about politics, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything's about politics, and the politics relies on the money.
Yeah.
If you create something, you want people to watch, so you make that money back from what you've invested. So whether these musicians are good or not, it doesn't really matter to a certain extent because they're bringing an audience that's now going to watch and now going to invest time in the show, and that's going to bring up the show, and then that's going to make more money. Now, I'm saying that not to say that our artists that are in shows are bad. Not at all, but I'm saying that because that's the reality of things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I thought, speaking of music, we could play some of your sort of favourite current picks, and so the one we've got up, what we got?
The soundtracks of my life.
The soundtracks of your life.
Yeah.
So the first one we've got is Lady Leisha.
Yep.
So we'll talk a bit about this afterwards. But yeah, let's play
They don't want it with the queen, man. No. Look. I'm not the one, but I'm the one. All around the globe, they know I'm a don. I didn't even need to reply. I was just bored, I wanted some fun. I had to do this, maybe for rum. Want to get out for a gal, are you dumb? You brought it all on yourself, you're a punk. Said it for me, now you couldn't have done. You don't want smoke, I'll keep you blunt. Look, it's a publicity stunt. Trying to make it seem like it's cause of my video when it's been 1 year and 9 months. Huh? Something don't add up. Trying to use my name for your new stuff? Wanna play my games, get are you nuts? What are you tap? Get are you scum? You don't want that, you don't want none. Wicked and bad, spin them and gone. Hit her with facts, leaving them stunned. Punch my bang, giving them tongues. Just had to hit her with the birthday beats. Going up and it's mad that the wordplay beat. I got drip like a mermaid seed. One of fierce is dry now. Look at her grey knees. Kill a girl on her birthday. Blow out the clout with a work rate. Throw your cake on the floor, now it's dirty. Surprise! Now look at her face. Shook, gal, you're an earthquake. Can't see me, hat low like nurse plate. This shit shouldn't have spoke in the first place. Thirsty for controversy. I really must have hit a nerve. Why would anybody wait 2 years? Aw, you sang her. You should have done a little bit of research. You was a meme when I heard about you. Weren't on a scene when I heard about you. Like a jump, like a dance, get served like food. You'll get on top like bird's eye view. You want a doll, baby doll, you a target. Wanna be Nikki, there's only one Barbie. Thin line between Carpi and Harvage. Say it with your chest if you brought it. Trash, garbage, send it for me? Or what it rotted? Flows, nobody gonna cross it. Your closures like Moses and the Red Sea departed. Build a bridge and then get over it. When you comes, you need to hold your lips. Close your mouth, I'll spin an auto wig. You better make sure you close your fits. Or not that back. Pop that strap that's attached to the cap. Unlatch, snatch, snatching which from dead. Facts. Never got 2 bodies in the back. Ba-dum. That's my thing. You don't remix that. Fake thing, I am the realest gal. Bother close and then keep it, gal. Don't tell me how many speeches I should do when you ain't even seen this, gal. Last one was about 3 years ago, so that was a reach. Come reach this alley. If I stopped at number 2, I'd be in the same place as you. Number 4 got my mom a house and my sister a car and me a yard tour. I don't wanna hear no talk on my speeches when you done a queen speech in your grind daily. That's just another remix of my thing. Posting those deep down, don't play me. It's cool though, Bear Man copied the blueprint, kudos. Bare long nights recording in studio. 20 years him still relevant. 5 years time to be like who are you though? Respectfully, who though? You can have my old style, car got a new flow. This one's mad, it's giving them goosebumps. I'll make the hair stand up just like Coolio. Ivorian, cough medicine with clout. Been doing this since you was like 12. With your push up bra and your push up mouth. Free handout, I can see you need how. Come, fix my crown, yeah, lift it up. I could've dropped this in October, but I didn't want to kill her in Black History Month. Lord, take the banter, it's for fun. April Fools, Ashton Kutcher, you got punk. Make the rules, ask your mother, who's the mom? Make my food, chef me up some good salmon. Come on, grinding, I put the groundwork in. Watch you be in the lost and found twerking. Make a copycat gal, but the clown version. You'll get dragged like your house curtains. Draw out, don't gotta get brave. Old school like food, brew, and I engage. Who you getting rude to, better behave. Don't make me do you like I did. I've been ripping those heads off from a young age. A tomboy, WWF days. Playing football, sitting and watching the FA. Say nada, but they be coming with essays. I'm a monster, I'm a beast, she was right. I'm a dog with a leash and I can't with the fleece. Can't heal ya, control alt and delete. Come hard, I'm laughing this week.
There's plain black girls in my area cold. Dark skin, light skin, medium tones. Permting braids got mini afros. Thick lips got hips, some of us don't. Big nose contour, some of us won't. Never wanna put us in the media, bro. Want a fat booty like Kardashians. Want a fat booty like my auntie got a yo. We like the blood clot, tell her reload it. I've got the camera, my girls are posing. I need some backup, then my ones are rolling. Grown women things, I'm never at risk. Mind my own business, I'm never in mess. Who am I ain't bae, get a slice of the cake. Want a house with a view and a new pair of shoes. Keep it real from the jump, Gucci gang, little pump, little vibe, little bass, little kick, little snare, little lies, big truths. Do you, they don't care. Do you, they don't care. Get your ass at the box and build up from there. I don't have a gang with me, but I still walk with a gangster lean. I rock Nikes cause we think they're clean. MJ leather jacket, beat it Billie Jean. MJ leather jacket cause I think I'm bad.
That's cool, I like it. The growth, the light, the pain, the fight. We love, we fight, we hurt, we cry. He paid the price, you'll be alright. Give me some time away. I took a little time. I'll pray, we gon' be alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright. They got me some time away. I took a little time. I'll pray, we gon' be alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright.
So many verses. Type more, put them in cursive. Deep like I'm burying hearses. Preach like I'm doing up churches. Sin for a bit, I got urges. They got Chanel bags and purses. And I got some mashed up vans that I won't throw away cause I'm needy and hurting. I keep it in cause I can. I seen the drinks and the cans. I think it's in my genetics to the gin and the juice that I drink, I'm indebted. So if I fall off, it's expected, wow. how? Gather your thoughts and collect them now. Penny for my thoughts, make a fortune, bow. How'd you keep rapping off beat, bro? How? Talking about you getting on the tracks since when? Everybody's here, we don't need more friends. Just do you, you ain't gotta pretend. Just do you, you ain't gotta pretend. He was doing school while they were doing ends. Now he's doing money and them men are doing pen. You know about 6 or 5 of the men. You know about half of the men follow trends. He said to me, they put guns in the streets. That's what they wanted for me. And I said, gee, someone can fix you a plate, but no one can force you to eat. Like when will he see himself as a king and not just a pawn in these streets? And when will we come together as a tribe and be what intended to be? I just wanna be free. Yeah.
Away, I took a little time. I'll pray, we gon' be alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright. I think I need some time. Away, I took a little time. I'll pray, we gon' be alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, alright.
No, let's keep it real, Div. And that was after that we had Any with 10 Black Girls featuring Mia Brave, which is quite a hot song at the moment. So tell me about, we'll start with Lady Leisha. She's and that song. Why do you like that song?
First of all, I think Lady Leisha is wonderful, very charming. She's a wonderful lyricist. I love that song because she's basically gunning out Ivorian Doll in the most eloquent, classy way. No swearing. There is no no foul language. It's just beautifully done. Yeah. You know, and she uses just the things that the lines that she drops in there. It's just like you're like, wow.
Yeah,
she pulls out the bag.
She's witty, isn't she? And she's charismatic. So I think that I think people like her for that because she's got. I think for me, she's got like the right balance of like. She don't take herself that seriously.
Exactly.
But when it's needed,
she pulls the punch, and she's very. The way she used that line, like the line that you like. What's the line that you like?
Like Moses. Is it like Moses departed?
Exactly. Like, and so when I listened to that, I was like, okay, let me see what Ivorian Doll did before.
Yeah.
And when I watched Ivorian Doll's track, I was like, okay, girl, I think you need to, you know,
up your game.
Up your game a little bit. Like, I love what you're doing. Love what you're doing, but Lady Leisha was just, she demolished her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's a real talent, man.
She's very, very talented. And also, it's nice to hear an MC from Brumtown because, you know, I feel like a lot of the time London takes the spotlight, so it's nice to hear like a nice little regional voice.
Yeah, man. And she don't curse too much. She
no,
don't swear.
No, she's classy.
Yeah,
she's classy.
Because it actually takes more imagination to not curse.
Not curse.
Yeah, exactly. Because you come out with some really well-rounded.
She's poetic.
Like, yeah, exactly.
She's very poetic.
Stretches the old vocab, isn't it? And next after that we had Any. Tell us about why you like Pen Black Girls.
Pen Black Girls. Right, that's easy. First of all, I just think growing up as a black girl, at times you weren't made to feel like you were being noticed, or you were kind of made to feel a certain way about the way you look. And when I heard Pen Black Girls, it just put a lot of pride in my heart. It makes me very happy that there's a song out there for younger black girls to stand proud and be like, yes, I look like this, you know, I've got dark skin, I've got, you know, African nose, big lips, I don't care because I'm Pain. So that's why I really love that song. And I just love the way Amina Brave comes in with her vocals. Shout out to Amina. I think, you know, she just puts the cherry on top for that song for me.
Yeah, it's beautifully shot video as well.
Yeah.
And speaking of really amazing videos, next up we have Sanobo Say with I Owe You Nothing, which is, I love this song, you love this song
I love
as well.
this song. I love
the video I think is spectacular for this. So let's listen to Sanobo Say with I Owe You Nothing.
siapa? Makalah ya Pak.
I owe you nothing. I be myself and I ain't frontin'. And no. I owe you nothing. I be myself and I ain't frontin'. And no. I don't have to smile for you. I don't have to move for you. I don't have to dance, monkey dance, monkey dance, monkey dance for you. See, I won't help you understand. I don't need no helping hand. No, see, these aren't tears. This is the ocean. These aren't fears. This is devotion. I owe you nothing. I be myself and I ain't frontin'. And no. I owe you nothing. I be myself and I ain't frontin'. And no. I don't have to walk for you. I don't have to talk to you. See, I'm not on display. Never was, never will, ever be for you. I won't help you understand. I don't need no helping hand. No, see, these aren't tears. This is the ocean. These aren't fears. This is devotion. Why you always have to try me? You're thinking I'm gonna follow blindly. Why you always have to try me? You think that I'm gonna follow blindly. Say, oh, let me down easy. Baby, let me down easy. Let me down easy. I owe you nothing. I be myself and I ain't frontin'. And no. I owe you nothing. I be myself and I ain't frontin'. And no. I owe you nothing. I be myself and I ain't frontin'. And no. I owe you nothing. I be myself and I ain't frontin'. And no.
Okay, so that was Snow by Say with I Owe You Nothing. Let's talk about that video. That's like,
That video is gorgeous. It's like, cause she's Swedish Gambian, or Gambian Swedish, whichever way you want to put it. And I feel like that video pays homage to her African heritage. Just beautiful colors. The cinematography is gorgeous. Just it gives you snippets of little home scenes as well. Like there's a point where a woman's doing someone else's hair, where they're all around watching something on a TV. It's just very bold.
and the colours, like the lighting, is like that kind of. It's so. With music videos, obviously that's like you have a bit more free reign than like with say like shooting a drama or something. So how is that something you would ever be interested in?
You know, I really would love to direct music videos or come up with a concept for music videos. I think a lot of the time, the things that I create personally quite very surreal and very romantic in terms of visions, images. So yeah, I would definitely love to direct music video. If there's any musicians out there, hit me up.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure you'll see my Instagram handle somewhere, so just hit me up.
Defo.
And I'll definitely be down for it. Make sure you got the cash though. No, times are hard, you know. We're in a pandemic, okay?
Take the girl out South London.
No, times are hard. Let me just be real. Make sure you got the cash. I'm not doing it for free, okay? But I've got a good eye.
Got the biro, sign on the dotted line. And next up we've got Ego LMA and the song is called Give a Little. We've got quite a home run of talented females here.
Yeah.
So let's listen to Ego LMA.
lick their hands clean of bark and bite, so they can sleep deep at night. Ah, all my girls like to fight. I wish I could throw the first punch, but purity coats my tongue. Ah, oh, and I'm not gonna be the one to try. You like to make me suffer, thought we loved one another. Cause of all your old lovers around, be quiet, don't make a sound. Cause all your girls like to fight. I like to make you suffer, thought we loved one another. Cause of all my old lovers around, be quiet, don't make a sound. Cause all my girls like to fight. One with the baseball bat in the pen. Two with a sword, six strike and defend. Three with the kick spin, make her the king then closes her eyes when she's counting to 10. Four with the bullseye shot. Five with the flare when the target's hot. Six with the stake pushed straight through her heart. Seven's a tough one, savage and smart. Eight with the reflex fast, it's a defect. Looks in her eyes when she strikes, it's an art. Nine with the arrow and the bow. 10 with the clock stashed away on the low. You like to make me suffer, thought we loved one another. Cause of all your old lovers around. Be quiet, don't make a sound. Cause all your girls like to fight. I like to make you suffer, thought we loved one another. Cause of all my old lovers around. Be quiet, don't make a sound. Cause all my girls like to fight.
Okay, that last one was called All My Girls Love to Fight, or Like to Fight by Hope Tala. Before that was Ego LMA. Tell us a bit about these two songs.
So, Ego LMA, Give a Little. I think as an artist, everyone as an artist gets to a point where they're kind of like, something's got to give. I can't keep doing this same old thing and nothing's happening. And there's been many times in my life, and particularly when I was in Los Angeles, where I was just like, I'm putting all of this hard work, I'm hustling so hard, something has to give. And so when I hear that song, it kind of reminds me to keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep
man.
going. Hold your head up high. You're going to go through some rough times, but when you get to where you're going, it's going to be so sweet. Yeah. And just, her words just really touch me. And
Well,
and then with Hope Tala, All My Girls Like to Fight. With that one, I think for me, it's very dreamy, romantic and sweet, the melody, but what she's singing about is very visceral. And in some sense, I kind of feel like there's a complex simplicity to the song. And I think as a person, there's a complex simplicity to me. There's definitely more than meets the eye. I tend to keep a lot of things to myself. So when I hear that song, I kind of feel like it embodies me as a person. I'm very sweet and fairly innocent, but I'm still a South London girl.
This is it. Yeah. Maybe
so
that's
I'll smack it down if I need to.
We like to fight. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Not anymore. We passed that. You know what I mean? We're at a point in our life where we don't do those things anymore. No, big women now. We don't do that.
The next, going from Sweet Ladies to the charms of Koji Radical, who's aka your husband.
My husband.
So the next up we got 28 and Sublime. I believe it's been his birthday recently. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Koji.
So this one is called 28 and Sublime.
It's my birthday, I'm just having fun. Whoa. Aging like wine, not milk, getting better with time. 28 and sublime, still ain't entered my prime. I went ghost for a minute, had to check on my mind. I'm protecting my peace, I'm selecting my vibe. This ain't satin, it's silk, this ain't talent, it's skill. I go to work on my craft, when I'm dead I might chill. Big maybe, I know, where the fuck would I go? The game need me involved, I'm the fresh air. In the streets or in the boardrooms, they couldn't rush me. Didn't even need the hammer, man, they couldn't touch me. I count every L I took, I think it stands for lucky. I still paint a pretty picture when the palette ugly. Please don't switch and come back, man, that shit disgusting. Please do not discuss me, they might have to cuff me. When it's time to drop the album, they can't tell me nothing. When I'm Grammy nominated, please don't say we cousins. Big money, read it and weep. I used to dream about my problems, then I gave up on sleep. I got dreams and nightmares on chase like Meek do. Shades for the Babylon, see no evil. Make a little green and the snakes won't creep through. Bygones be bygones, but pythons we see you. 28 years and sexy, regardless. Grateful on a bad day, happy with the hardships. Know where I'm going like I know where I started. HOXTON market. I know a little something about a bargain. Know a little something about a target and a margin. Been around the world, I know that home is where the heart is. Even when they treat me like a Martian, I pardon respectfully. Still get no reaction, still don't follow fashion. Still ain't ever lacking with these bangers that I'm stacking. 2021, I'ma serve and make a racket. Peter Pan diet, I'ma eat what I imagine. Yum. Happy birthday, me. Had a boy this good before 30. I should make my teacher reimburse me now. Let's raise a toast to many more years. And pour one for the ones who didn't make it. We miss you and we love you. Aging like wine, not milk. I'm out. Yeah. That's it. I no go gentleman at all. I no go hesitating, no do caution. I see your fancy things, I need my portion. Until the belly be looking gorgeous. True African original. No gangster, no star. True African original. No gangster, no star. True African original. No gangster, no star. True African original. Most young kings no go live with their head. I need my money like I need my respect. They gon' hit me when I'm here, they gon' hit me when I'm dead. Take, but this will be nothing left. A critical, me no answer. So critical, but they never had no answers. I am now with all they banter. My dish dropping good like a mansa. Lend me your ear, I go tell story. Me no get worried. There go giant problem. Whole lot of time, but not many options. What they cost me ain't what they cost them. Yeah, I had dreams, but I never lost them. Oh, I no be gentleman at all. I no go hesitate, I no go caution. I see your fancy things, I need my portion. I tell the belly be looking gorgeous. True African original. No gangster, no star. True African original. No gangster, no star. True African original. Oh, yeah. No gangster, no star. True African original. No gangster, no star.
last one is a banger.
It's wicked.
Isn't it?
It's so good. It's so good. The saxophone.
Yeah,
So good on that.
it's quite rare you hear saxophones on like modern day tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk us through them ones. Why do you like Koji?
Right,
Well,
Koji. Why do I like Koji?
think I know, but
Let
a
me
bit,
just be
but-
real, okay? So Koji is Ghanaian British, right? I want him to be my husband. My mum would be very happy, okay? He's from Hackney. He looks good. I love his voice. It's gruff. It's really like he's drunk a lot of whiskies or something. It sounds good. But also he speaks about a lot of socio-political things.
yeah.
And I think nowadays, as I've got older, I like to listen to tracks that kind of speak to me about society as opposed to like just simply materialistic things.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I wanted to celebrate his birthday with him, so I like to listen.
And how do you propose that?
I like to listen to 28 and Sublime, okay? Be my little toy boy. And with the other one, which is No Gangster, I just love the way that it has a very kind of Afrobeat kind of vibe to it. I also like that line that he says where he says true African original, no gangster, no style. And I don't know, it just means it hits me hard in my chest when I hear that. It gives me a sense of pride because obviously being someone who is African, and then to hear a fellow Ghanaian British person say those words. But most importantly, I think what makes that track is actually the saxophone and the xylophone. By I think the saxophonist. Did I say that right?
Saxophonist. Yeah.
Saxophonist.
Yeah.
All right. ASMR. You know what I mean? Saxophonist. Okay. His name is called Shabaka Hutchins, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. I think he's actually a Grammy award-winning saxophonist, and so he makes the song for me.
I think so. Yeah.
And I like the way it's paired together with Koji's gruff kind of voice.
Yeah,
it's very beautiful.